Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In today's video I'll be explaining what I didn't like about Bendy in the Dark Revival. Now before you guys say anything, am I hating the game? No, I'm not. This will be basically about my problems with it, or I should say stuff I didn't really like about it. I know I sound tired. So if I'm raving a lot, I just came down the stairs. So, yeah. So, want to clear that out of the way. So, there was like a few problems I had with this game. One being, well, I know this is gonna sound silly, but the jump scares. Whew, man, the jump scares were, they were basically my problems. I know that sounds very stupid, but the jump scares were basically a problem for me, because I get scared very easily. It's pretty much like in Bendy the Ink Machine. Every time when Bendy appears, he scares the crap out of me, and apparently when Bendy appears in this, Ink Bendy I should say, he still scares the crap out of me, every time, especially when he talks. He scares the crap out of me. And especially that one butcher game, the fourth one, I think it was called Slicer. I hated that thing. I hated it so much. When I first opened that crate that had, I think it's a she. It might be a she. Every time that thing that appears, I screamed at the top of my lungs. Like every time it would appear, I was literally about to crap my pants. Seriously. Pretty much I did not release it during my gameplay of it. I think it was when I was playing it again. Like, you guys know what I mean. So, I did not like that thing at all. Every time when I opened the crate, well, not open it, or I can see it through the crate, I was like, no, I am not dealing with that thing. No, I hated that thing so much. Like, when it would appear, like, some portions of it, doesn't matter what area you're in, it would appear and scare the crap out of you. Mostly, it scared the crap out of me. But nah, I did not like that thing at all. It was actually really cool to see it, because we never had a fourth one. There were always the three. Piper, Striker, and Fisher, I think it was called. But this one's called Slicer. So, yeah. I really did not like that thing at all. Did not like it. So, yeah. I know that part sounds silly to you guys, but for me, I had a problem with that thing. Every time it jump scared me, I can literally feel my heart beating crazy. Like, jeez. Now, it was a pretty good character, I have to admit, but for me, I hated it so much. When it appears, oh, I could just feel it like staring at me when it appears. So, I know that sounds very silly to you Bendy fans, but yeah, had to point that out. And another problem I had with it is I think it was when I was playing it on my own, it came out. I think it was on school day. I think when I was heading down toward the final boss, and when I used the flow ability, for some reason went through the ground. And I just went into the void. So, that was like a bug. I hope they fixed that. I don't know. I don't want to attempt on trying it again. I think that has happened with Bendy the Ink Machine. That has happened to me once. I think it was when I was trying to escape Bendy, I think. I don't know. Like, I fell out of the map. So, I fell out of the map. I was like, what? Did I break it? There were probably like a few bugs. Especially that one I just mentioned. So, I had a problem with that. And another problem I had with it is when you're about to head, well, it's mostly when you try to go back to where you, well, I would say when you go back to any of the locations you're at. For example, like if you're heading back to the beginning, Bendy will always like come and get you. Like, yeah, Bendy will come and get you. Well, if you don't hide. So I actually have a problem with Bendy not appearing. I'm gonna say it now. I'm also gonna say what I didn't like about his design, I should say, or whatever. But when he appears, like when it says the Ink Demon is come and hide, you don't really get to see him like you don't get to see him like what he used to do. So I kind of thought that was pretty lazy, in my opinion. Now I still love the game. I still have a bunch to get done in it. Playing on hard mode now, so that's going well for me. Not, I kept dying all the time. But anyways, moving on. So when Bendy appears, you don't get really. I can't speak. You don't get to see him like appear. You only get to hear like his footsteps, and when you hide, you don't see him at all. So I kind of thought that part was pretty lazy, at least for me. I know people might have problems with that, but for me, I definitely had a problem with that. I really did not like how you don't get to see him. Like how you know how in Bendy and Ink Machine he would appear, especially with that inky aura around him. I said that right? And you can hear the heartbeat. That didn't happen in this. I don't know why they didn't do that, but yeah. For me, I thought that was pretty lazy, at least in my opinion. And you guys are probably thinking, am I hating the game? No, I'm not. Just pointing out my problems with it or what I didn't like. Probably said that at the beginning, but whatever. So I really did not like that at all. Why does it sound like I'm stuttering? I don't know. So another thing I had a problem with it is if it was thing is when you were another problem I had with it is when I was like I think it was like trying to sneak up on a searcher. Not a searcher. I can't speak. A keeper. I was trying to banish it. Why did you can't do that to them? I know that sounds silly, but I kind of wish you could like banish those guys because they are ugly looking. First of all, especially with that light as a face. Oh, and okay. My next problem, well, thing I did not like about it is I sort of like it and I sort of don't, but I did not like the stealth in it. Like when you have to sneak past enemies. Okay, I personally like it, but my opinion now, I don't like that. At least for me. I know that's part of the game. I know some other games has that. Good gosh, I cannot speak today. But yeah, I had a problem with that. I know that sounds silly, but whatever. And what else? I think that's all I have. I think that's like all my problems I had with Bendy and the Dark Revolver. Gosh, I cannot speak today. So that's basically what my problems were with it, or some things that I didn't like about it. But it is still a very good game. Definitely worth the too long wait. Good gosh, that took forever. So yeah. So I still love it. I think it's still very fun to play to anyone who's a fan of Bendy or who is getting into it, I should say. I would recommend this game. I should have said that in the review, but I'm saying it now. But I highly recommend this game. This game is very fun. The jump scares will get to you. all the time. I know that sounds silly when I mention I did not like jump scares, but that's just how a Bendy game works. At least for some people. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. The best game of 2022. And I'm gonna keep playing it. Gosh. And yeah. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, I will see you guys in the next video. Toodles.